Silent Hill, the 2024 version, it is a remake of the 2001 original video game Silent Hill 2, developed by Team Silent, a group within Konami Computer Entertainment. It is the first major installment in the Silent Hill series since Silent Hill Downpour, which was released in 2012. Like the original game, it follows James Sunderland, a widower who returns to the eponymous town in Maine upon receiving a letter from his deceased wife, Mary, who claims to be waiting there for him. The remake of Silent Hill 2 was officially announced back in October 2020. Excuse me. It was officially announced in October 2022, following months of speculations and leaks. It was led by Bluebird team creative director Matashi Leonard. I'm so sorry, and produced by Motoi Akamoto from Konami. But yeah, so Mashiro Ito and Akira Yamaoka, who served as who served as creature designer and composer of the original game, respectively, took an active part in the development of this game. According to according to a name that I cannot pronounce, Ito provided a concept art for locations and monsters, while Yamaoka returned as a composer. And Akira is the like this man has composed the music of every single Silent Hill video games from the very beginning. He's been around, and he's back to compose the music here, and he's such a great composer. I love his score and his music that he brings to these video games. um that his music really does enhance the tension and the suspense of this whole franchise. But anyway, yeah, like it is definitely a great successful, this 2024 remake. I love it. I love this 2024 remake, ladies and gentlemen. In my opinion, it's better. In my opinion, it's better than the original Silent Hill 2. Now, for you guys might like the original one compared to this because of nostalgia or whatever the reason may be. But for me, I have never played any of the Silent Hill video games until this remake, the Silent Hill 2 remake, which every gamers was talking about. It was like trending when it came out. Like people like gamers and YouTube channel gamers, they posted like their own full gameplay comment, some with commentary, some with no commentary on their own, individual YouTube channels, and it was a talk. People were talking about it. It was there was so much hype and anticipation surrounding this remake, and it definitely they nailed it, ladies and gentlemen. They did a great job. Yes, after I played this game, Silent Hill 2, the remake. Well, after that, I played the F, Silent Hill F, which is just which I will talk about in a separate video, in the next video. But after those two games, I decided to play all the Silent Hill video games in chronological orders to catch up on. So yeah, this is technically, actually no, it's not. There's no technicality. This is Silent Hill 2. That this remake is my very first Silent Hill video game ever that I played. And I played it on my PlayStation 5, and I had a fun, spooky, scary time playing it. But yeah, I love this whole mod. I love how they were able to. I love how Konami and the Bloober team, like the developer and the publishers, they both of them really did a great job modernizing this remake from the original. It's a great, successful modernization, and and it definitely proves that, because it sold over 2.5 million copies. um, I don't know if that's worldwide or nationwide or worldwide or globally, whatever. But it did sell that much, which is good. Um, but yeah, like it's a master class and in psychological horror, and it really does play into that. The atmosphere is very exceptional in this game. The fog sound design and Unreal Engine 5 visuals create a deeply oppressive and terrifying experience. The combat in this game is improved, but yeah, but it was very polarizing. I mean, there were some parts like it did feel like the combat did feel very familiar with the original Silent Hill 2 video game. It was very polarizing. The shift to a modern over-the-shoulder camera makes combat more visceral, though, I did find that it became repetitive or slightly action heavy compared to the original one. The story did remain faithful to the original, with the emotional weight and character nuances are preserved with updated performances that added a lot of depth. The pacing, however, yeah, another issue with that, besides like somewhat of the combat mechanics, is, yeah, I have mixed feelings about the pacing of this game. The game is significantly longer, like 50 to 20 hours longer than the original game. Some, it just adds value. Some people thought like it added value to the game, while others find it like it felt like added areas feel like padding. So yeah, I will say the strengths to this game is the visual fidelity, breathtaking environmental details, and facial animations that enhance the game's psychological themes. The soundtrack, Akira is the man. He is the man. We turn to remix the original score, which it's get that, like, it's the original score from the Silent Hill 2 game, but he remixed it to and added a little modernization to it, and it's definitely a highlight. It definitely highlights the experience of the whole gameplay. um I do like how the puzzles in this game are very modernized. It has been redesigned to feel fresh for veterans who have been playing Silent Hill from day one, while remaining challenging for newcomers like me. Like, this is my first one, so the puzzles was challenging for me because I'm not really used because I was never used to it. This is my first experience. This is literally my very first experience to the Silent Hill game franchise. Um, and there is some expanded content. There's some new endings, 8 total, and additional areas of the town to explore. Now we dive into the weaknesses. It's definitely the pacing, like I said, it's the repetitiveness. Like some late game areas like the prison and the labyrinth drag on for way too long. There's also some technical issues. Launch, during when this game launched, there were some reports mentioned that, not sluttering, stuttering, and performance dips on PC and certain PS5 models. Though, for me, it did glitch out. I did suffer like a technical glitch, but it only lasted very briefly on my part. I don't know about you guys on your PS5s, if you guys played it like no problem, but it only lasted for like it literally lasted for like 5 seconds, um and then everything went back to normal. All I had to do was it was weird. Like, it glitched for like 5 seconds, and I was able to, and then it was over. Like, I was scared. Like, I thought like the whole game shut down or something. Like, I thought my PS5 was like possessed or haunted. But I thought my game locked. The game locked for me. My PS5 locked for like 5 seconds, but then I was able to resume it perfectly, able to play. But that, yeah, that was I was scared for like 5 seconds. But yeah, Final verdict. This remake is just I really do consider it a must play for both horror fans and those looking to experience James Sutherland's story for the first time, like myself. It definitely stands alongside remakes like the Resident Evil 2 remake and Dead Space 2. Um, I don't know if Dead Space 2 has a remake. I know Resident Evil 2 has a remake, but okay. As a gold standard for reviving a classic title, you guys should definitely play this. You guys should definitely play this game. It's a lot of fun, and for it definitely does modernize all that great stuff. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's all I have to say for Silent Hill 2, the 2024 remake of the original one, of the original video game. It's so much fun, spooky and scary. Definitely, it had its moments. I recommend it. It's very successful. I love the graphics, the modernization of the graphics, the atmospheric setting, performances by the voice actors, and the faithfulness to the source material, maintaining the source material, preserving it. So yeah, and this game would go on. Like I said, it sold 2.5 million units by October 2025. It earned several awards, including nominations at the British Academy Games Awards, the Golden Joystick Awards, and the Game Awards. So yeah, like all around, it's very successful, and it has a positive impact. And apparently, I'm hearing Bloober Team or Konami, one or the other, or both of them, are definitely there's a remake. They are a remake of the original, the very first OG Silent Hill game. They're remaking it. It's in development, and if it's as good as this, we they I think they I think I know what the future is going to look like for them. Kind of like the same with the Resident Evil, like taking something that's been that's been released for so many decades and modernizing it, remixing it, putting a hopefully good and positive spin on it, and then you get like the Resident Evil 2 remake, uh, and definitely the Resident Evil 4 remake and the original Resident Evil remake. I think we've got something like that, similar to that. But anyway, yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say, ladies and gentlemen. Please like and subscribe. Definitely subscribe because that will help me and my YouTube channel out a lot. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Peace.